This was not our fault. I don't
No,
know.
we didn't
This
do
was
anything wrong. I don't fuck that well.
God damn it. We do it the same way every time, and sometimes the technology does not react the same way every time, and
Mhm.
it's very frustrating. And
Mhm.
I would like to get whoever is responsible for this on the line
And kill him.
give them a piece of my
Penis.
very small, very shriveled mind.
Mind.
There's not a lot to give. I
Beleaguered
can't.
mind.
I can't give anyone a piece of my mind because I can't divide it up. There's
No,
not. There's one chunk left.
it would just be a hey. That's all they'd get. All right. So, welcome everybody back to the After Midnight. Tonight's topic is, of course, as you know, the top 5 best things about technology. And that isn't one of them. So, there.
I know we have so many complaints. Now I have very few nice things to say about technology right now.
You're going to have to breathe through it.
This is, however, the night before Thanksgiving. So
Mhm.
I figured it was appropriate to focus on the positive.
Mm.
And
Which?
speaking of
Where?
which,
How?
technology,
Positive?
the
Oh, there's
positive
positives
sides
there.
of technology.
Okay, fine.
Okay. And and also, I just want to say I'm very thankful for you, Duncan, and for you being my longtime friend and doing this podcast with me, and for all of you folks. I had my first like panic attack that I have had in many years
Many.
the other night,
Many.
and I posted that on the Discord in our support channel, which you obviously didn't go to or see, but a lot of people did, and everyone messaged me and said that they cared about me and sent their thoughts and prayers. We hope he makes
Thoughts
it.
and prayers.
We hope he makes it through the night.
Yeah.
And it's great to have this community. We really do appreciate it.
Mhm.
It keeps us sane. So, in the spirit of American Thanksgiving, this is American Thanksgiving. I know Canadians, you already had yours, and other people, you don't even get one.
Yeah.
But
What's wrong with you?
but thank you to all of you.
Yeah. And I'm thankful for Shane because he does all the things. I would not make any of this happen. You've seen me, Sneaky, and all the rest of you have seen me trying to do twitching. So you know for a fact that if it were me doing this, it would be black screen for like half the fucking episode. And you go, hey, I can't see anything. I go, oh, shit. And I turn it on. So yeah. Thank you for Shane being the techno wizard and bringing the podcast together and doing all the things. And thank you for you guys being here because without you guys, we are two crazy people talking alone in our fucking apartment.
We'd still probably do this.
We would do it. It just would be very sad. Very sad.
We would make Inky sit there and watch.
yes.
We'd be like, you stay. You stay right there. You will appreciate the brilliance
of our brilliance. All right. So off we go. Oh, yeah, nigga. You guys can be maniacs anywhere we are. I'm pretty sure that's the legal contract.
So the one thing I think that we have to figure out before we move into technology is like there are certain technologies that encompass much other technologies. For instance,
encompassingly.
For instance, the cell phone. Like,
Yes.
is that a technology or is that like a collection of technologies? It's also not a cell phone. It's a freaking computer in your pocket.
Right.
And I would think that's one of the greatest technologies, but it also includes like GPS and other things that can be standalone technologies. They can be in your car. GPS can be on all kinds of stuff.
You can only be in your car.
It used to. And now you could probably get it on your refrigerator or whatever. Like it's everywhere.
I'm going to soon get it on my penis.
There you go. I don't want to know where it's been. So
I won't.
I will immediately block notifications from Duncan's penis GPS.
Duncan's penis is here. Lock the door.
I sadly know where your penis is a lot of the time. It's just in the next room.
Yeah,
just
sitting there.
Being lonely.
Damn, that's cold and factual. And facts.
So is like GPS its own technology or is it like, is that under cell phone?
I would say it's its own technology.
Yeah.
Because it existed before cell phone. So
it did.
Yeah. So I would say cell phone is its own thing. GPS is its own thing. Pornhub is its own thing.
Yeah. But porn is not a technology. That's the delivery system for porn, I guess, has changed and been updated. Was that on your list? Pornhub?
Not Pornhub, but definitely online porn.
Online porn. That is an aspect of the online experience. I don't know if that's its own technology.
It's its own technology.
So we're putting on there GPS to start out with because for me, that is huge. I used to get lost a lot and I used to hate maps and I used to not know where I was. And people remember asking directions, having to pull over and be like, hey, do you know where? And they would give you directions and then you'd roll around 2 minutes later to the same person and be like,
Your directions suck. Can you
Or
find me somebody else?
my ability to follow your direction sucked. And it was just awkward for both of you. And they'd be like, no, it was a right and then a left and then a right and then two lefts, not another right.
Because that makes a square, sir.
That's why you ended up back at that person. So what are people saying for their favorite technologies? No one is talking about it. They're just talking about
Porn.
yeah. Coffee says I love my new phone. I do.
Mm.
And so I will say cell phones, which are not the technology that this is. This is a
No,
computer in your
computer,
pocket.
yeah.
I don't use it as a phone. Most people don't even care about the phone technology aspect of it.
Yeah.
But definitely mobile phones, I guess, is
Yeah.
what we're calling them,
Yep.
would have to be on the list.
I agree.
I'm putting mobile phone,
On the list.
not cell. I just
No,
even the
not
fact that
cellular. Yeah.
and even the fact that it says phone in it is stupid. It's not a phone, it's a computer. And
Right.
I hardly ever use it as a phone.
Okay. You know what I think we need is more pedantery.
We need more bitching
It's
from
not
me.
A phone.
We haven't had enough of that for
It's
the last
clearly
few weeks.
60 seconds.
So far on our short list, we have
Yes.
GPS,
Mhm.
mobile phone. What
Okay.
else did you have on your list?
I didn't.
Okay. So pulling from your ass.
Pulling out of my ass. I would say, I would actually say GPS because I have actually driven across sections of this country with just me and my dad or whatever. And I remember having to pull out the fucking map and do the actual.
I think that
navigating.
one's going on the list.
Yeah. And besides the fact
Plus,
that
it can
GPS
save your freaking life
Oh
if you're
yeah,
in the
absolutely.
woods.
I mean, hostage, not hostage rescue. What's it called when you're search and rescue has been made intensely easier. Not easy, but easier.
Mhm.
Like at least you can find where the body's splattered. So
That's right. At least they will recover your corpse.
yes, before it's fully eaten.
So we both agree on GPS, but
Yes.
did you have another one that you wanted to propose?
I would say streaming technology.
Yes.
Yeah, streaming. I did love going to the movies in a certain aspect. I just liked the going with my friends to see a certain thing and enjoying
It's
it.
still a thing.
Right, but I like it far less now that
Yeah.
I don't have to do that.
I agree, and I like that it still exists. I like
Right.
that you can still go have the movie theater experience if you want to.
Yep.
But so often I don't want to, and so often a movie does not justify it. It should be. I have a big TV. I'm very happy with my big shiny TV.
Yes.
It's very good for most. There's very few spectacle movies that I really feel like I have to go to the theater for now.
Right.
Or like shared experiences where I'm like, I need to see this with the energy of a group, right?
Right.
It's kind of like some kind of Rocky Horror Picture Show situation.
Right.
Those you still want to go to the theater. But if it's not that, I'll just stay at home and watch. And the great thing about streaming is that you choose when and where you watch. Well, you do choose when and where because you can stream it on your phone.
Yeah. That's not a phone.
That's not a real phone. See, that's me using it as something else other than a phone because I would never use it as a phone. I just use it to stream things.
Got it.
Including your favorite
Porn.
Pornhub. So being tied to like 8 p.m. on a Thursday. I remember Cheers came on at like 8 p.m. on a Thursday, and I always had to be home. And then if I missed it, I was so bummed. And I would be like at dinner with my dad, being like, "Motherfucker, fucking missing goddamn Cheers."
This guy's just chewing, and I ain't got no cheers.
And now it's just like, who cares? I'll be able to watch it whenever I want to.
Mhm.
You're shaking the thing, and it's making noises on the yeah.
Maybe not. All right.
So streaming was a good one.
Yes.
And even before that, there was like TiVo and stuff. Just any video on demand is essentially what I would say.
I agree. So streaming technology definitely goes on the list. And I want to actually back one up because I just saw Coffee mention it. And Google Translate is shitty though it is. It's the only way that I actually got my teeth worked on in Colombia the way that I needed them worked on because I don't speak Colombian Spanish.
And it's getting better and better because now you can do it through if you have Google earbuds or you have
ear
Apple
monitors,
AirPods, they will literally do it in real time.
Mhm.
Someone talks to you, it translates into your ear. They have to talk very clearly
and slowly.
and there can't be other people talking around because then you just get schizophrenic chaos in your face.
It's a problem.
But it is getting better and better.
Yeah.
And that is amazing. So yes, translation technology is pretty cool. What else, people? What do we love about
Hi,
modern
Amy Bade.
technology? Converting metric into imperial. Yes, technology can do that for you. Hi, Amy. Hi. Oh, M and Meows now, it says, instead of June. It's at M and Meows. Murder Mysteries Meows. Everyone changing their names in here and throwing me off.
Don't throw Grandpa off. It just makes him ornery.
Right? Coffee made a great point. What was that?
That was the translate thing.
Oh, Amber Alerts? Um,
Fuck those kids.
no, I do like emergency alerts. The fact
Yes.
that like for uh I don't know, they're very
Alerty.
not useful 99% of the time. So
Yes.
far I've just gotten like, "Hey, don't go to the beach today because it might be dangerous." And I'm like, "I'm nowhere near the fucking beach."
Right.
And I'm at work and I'm
Right.
not. I wish.
I remember the first time I ever got a tsunami warning. Remember when I was with Jen
Mhm.
and we told the story, like we drove all the way to the top of 17 because like
'Cause
find
you
high
guys were
ground.
down on the flats
Well,
where
yeah, but
you would
like
have
they were
been.
like find high ground. She was like, we're driving up 17. We're going to the summit.
You should have just gone to my house at the time because I lived on the hill above the water.
Yeah. It's not, it's dumb. There was never, I've never had a single tsunami here ever.
No, none of the emergency alerts have been useful. It's always
Mhm.
been like, "It's gonna be wet," and you're like, "Yeah, I know." You look outside and it's like pouring rain, and you're like, "Thanks,
Yep.
5 minutes too late."
Still a storm.
So, but I
Mhm.
do think that as technology gets better, and this is a great thing about technology, is like being able to the weather, honestly,
Yeah.
weather
Weather apps have
reports,
gotten way better.
they've gotten incredible
Yeah.
to the point where like it'll be like rain stopping in 5 minutes, and I look out there and it's like, "Meow," and I'm suddenly shocked. I'm just like, all right, weather wizards, you are you are
Light
amazing."
another candle. Well done.
So yeah, even meteorology technology has gotten really good. I'll put
Yeah.
that on there too.
Yeah.
But as that improves, these warnings and these alerts will become very useful because
Yeah.
I do want to know when an earthquake is coming. I do
I
want to
don't
know,
want to know when Yosemite is about to explode.
yeah,
Leave that shit a mystery.
if there's nothing I can do about it. That's what's so funny about like remember they used to have, the air raid sirens go off if you
Yeah.
were going to get hit by a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
And then you have time to get under your desk and
And die.
die in fear instead of not knowing what happened.
Right. Why do I feel suddenly hot? Yeah.
So I've got meteorology,
Whatever. You knew what
weather
I meant, June. Jesus.
forecasting technology, and emergency alerts, which are kind of just a function of cell phones. But
Yeah.
we'll put that on there for
No,
now.
telemedicine can suck a big fat chunk of dick. No, I
Oh,
do
I
not
like
like telemedicine.
I like it.
Telemedicine can suck all the dick.
No, I'm good with it.
Nope. I want to actually see my doctor. I want my doctor to be able to smell what's wrong with me.
If it is, they will let you know if you need to go to the doctor. In fact, this is something that happens pretty regularly. I've gone to telemedicine. I have freaking psoriasis, and occasionally I get like a flare up of it, and it's just a skin condition. And every once in a while, I just need a cream.
Mhm.
And so now I can just go on and take a picture of it. They know I already have a history of it, and they'll just be like, "Yeah, go buy the cream." And then I don't have to go in and have and pay a bunch of money to have some doctor look and be like, "Yep,
That's
still,
that.
yep." So telemedicine's great for things that they can just handle over video, and also I think even therapy. I don't need to be in a room with the doctor. If I can see the doctor can see me. That's good. I would probably prefer that neither of us could see each other. Feel better anonymously telling him what's wrong.
You just show up in a gimp hood.
Yeah.
I feel safe.
I mean, there are certain things you just don't need to. You don't need to know what I look like to tell me if
That I'm
this is.
crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
That motherfucker who I don't know who he looks like is crazy out of his mind.
Mhm.
I'm June. I'm not gonna go with the internet. It's too big. I mean, it's a yes, but it's also like, it's sort of like saying I like the sky. It's like
But it's
that's
just
huge.
similar to cell phones. Like it's just
Mm,
like it's just a sort of grab bag
mm,
of technologies, and all these technologies wouldn't be available without the internet.
mm,
And we did not grow up with it. I think the
mm.
internet is fair
I
game.
grew up with
No, you did not.
it. I grew up with it.
You were an adult way before the internet became a thing.
I was no, because
The
the
internet
internet.
didn't become mainstream until like early 2000s.
No, I had internet back in
We had
my
internet at College of the
childhoods.
Redwood. No, you did
I
not.
did. We had dial-up modem in my house
No, not dude.
when I was 10. Yeah, it was 90s, 91 and 92.
You were not using the internet for anything meaningful. I don't know what you were
No,
doing.
I wasn't using it for anything, but we had it in my house because I know my mom used it for work.
The era when the internet became mainstream and actually started affecting our lives and being something that we relied on, because
Okay.
nowadays you cannot get by without the internet.
No, that's true.
That didn't happen until the 2000s.
That is fair. That is a distinction that I will go with.
The internet was a novelty
Mm.
before that.
Mm.
And I'm putting it on the list. That's
Okay,
a
fine.
good one, June. Don't listen to this.
This guy,
This
fucking guy.
This guy who's pretending to be 25 over here. Modern medicine, that
ooh,
I
sneaky.
kind of won't go with.
Sneaky. I'm with you. 3D printing. I want to be able to have a tentacle dildo or a gun at any time of any day. That is
Great.
awesome.
Okay, first off, no, now you've already disqualified it. But I would say the biggest problem with internet printing or
Mm.
printing things off the internet or whatever is it's just no one's doing it yet. Like it's a very cool
No, they're doing it. You
concept.
can get tons of toys off there with it printed.
There's like 17 people who are doing it. Yeah, you certainly aren't doing it. We can't say this
No.
is
How does that info for anything? I can swim. You were like, nobody swims.
so the best aspects of modern
Or
technology
no, sorry, everyone swims. And you're
are
like, oh, yeah,
things
no.
you don't use.
You know, sometimes.
I do think there is great potential for that. They're even doing like printed houses where
Mhm.
they just
Yeah.
print out the template of a house and you put some, cement
Concrete
in there and whatever, and it does it.
Yeah.
And that's incredible. Like there's going to be, and they're starting to mix materials now where you can get more and more complex things. But this is very nascent technology. We're in the very beginnings of this. And right now it's not useful
Mm.
for anything except like making your kid a little dinosaur or something.
Okay.
And you and I certainly aren't using it. But it will be eventually, I think, a pretty amazing technology.
Llama says brother has one.
3D printing is kind of popular. Kind of popular is a very nebulous term.
Mm.
That is like if you know two people who have it, you know the two people in your town who have it. It's just not that popular.
Okay.
Look it up, guys. How many people are actually doing 3D printing? They're also very expensive. And let's see. It's usually cheaper than equipment. It depends on what the equipment is, and you have to get the device itself, and then you have to get the materials for it, and then you have to wait, and then you have to try it 5 times because it doesn't work the first couple times, and then the thing falls apart that you 3D printed.
Yeah.
And trust me, I've played with them. I think they're going to be very cool, but
Mm.
that's not technology that is ready for the big time.
So then you won't go with me and Sneaky on robotics then.
I will go. Oh no, because I don't think it's prime time.
Yeah.
Like no one has a robot in their house. I mean, 5 people do, and it costs $10,000. It lasts 20 minutes, and then you have to plug it in, and it can do very few things. They have this robot right now. It's called Neo, and it is remotely operated by a person
Mm-hmm.
who is wearing an outfit, and it goes around your house and does stuff, and it sucks at that. Like even that, it falls over all the fucking time. You have to like lift it up. You can't do
So it's
fine
basically
motor.
like having your home, looked after by a blind child.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can talk to the operator, which is also
Which
weird because you've got
My
some
inner Scrooge wants.
strange person who can see what's going on in your house and you don't know when it's like activated or not. It is not a great idea.
Mm.
But once definitely robotics is coming and household robots are going to be a thing. We're going to be the Jetsons. There's going to be a Rosie, the laundry doer
Mhm.
in your house, but we ain't there yet.
All right. I'm gonna go with Coffee Bunny then next and say immersive gaming because I almost broke my hand on your fridge and it was the awesomest.
Yeah, I don't know if immersive gaming is good for your mental health. That's for sure.
My mental health. You can judge my mental health on a popsicle stick. I'm out of my damn mind. It's fine.
I don't know. I just hear a lot of yelling and thumping downstairs.
Only when dumb shit happens that
And
shouldn't
I
happen.
know it doesn't have anything to do with your penis GPS. So
No.
the yelling and thumping is not happy yelling and thumping. And I'm just like, oh, Duncan's character got killed or something. Something happened. The Spice Worms won.
Yes. And
Immersive gaming, though, that is good. Yes. It's not, though, that we didn't have. I don't know. Do I get more joy out of modern games as opposed to like Mario when I was a kid? I had so much fun playing Double Dragon and Mario and all these things.
I like these games way more than I like those. I sucked at Double Dragon. I sucked at Mario. I'm better at these games. You wouldn't know it from the thumping.
I know. It's like,
true.
I'm skeptical.
You can be skeptical. It's fine.
Yes. I mean, they are so much better. They're objectively so much better.
Yeah.
But are people getting more joy out of them than they got out of Super NES? We were having so much fun playing Super NES.
I'm not willing to judge people's joy meter based on like my like I don't fucking know. I think video games are fucking amazing and they've taken off in a crazy way and they really like all the hype over fucking
And it's not a new technology. It is just a technology that keeps improving.
right. It's a modern technology.
Well, not really. I mean, it's just a better version of what was modern technology when we were kids.
Okay. Well, fine, Mr. Naysayer. What's next on your list then, fucker?
I don't know. I'm just trying to decide whether immersive gaming should be on there because I agree that like gaming is yes, like cinematic gaming too was not a thing when we were young. I guess
Mhm.
that wasn't didn't even exist.
No.
You couldn't watch it. You couldn't have cut screens that look like a movie.
No, you had cut screens that looked like a better video game. You're like, why can't the video game look like that? And it was like, 'cause it would cost $2 billion to make.
Yeah, except for like Dragon's Lair or something,
Yeah,
which then
which
turned out
was
it was bullshit
yeah,
because it was just push this button now
yeah,
and then push up now and then watch.
and hopefully you did it right.
Oh, it was brutal.
Yeah, it was so bad.
That game also cost 50 cents in most arcades,
I
whereas most
remember.
games cost 25. But this game, because it had great graphics, that was really just a video playing.
Yeah, it was just a cartoon that it was choose your own adventure.
Yeah, it was a cartoon, and if you pushed the button at the right time,
Right.
the next chapter would play, and if not, you died.
Yeah, fell into fire and died.
Okay, the internet, cinematic immersive gaming. Yeah, I guess that didn't fully exist when we were kids.
And Kitty is very, very much wants to say the amount of storage. She's databases. She loves databases like Wiki and just onboard
Oh,
cloudiness.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, online information,
Mm-hmm.
which nowadays is
See, I got you, Kitty. It'll get me a little while. I'll get there eventually.
which nowadays can be, a do your own research situation and can be very misleading and drive people to the
Stupid.
brink of madness.
Drive people to the brink and past the level of stupid.
But just the ability to find good information if you're able to discern it from the
Yes.
bad. Wikipedia, I would just put on there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Air fryer coffee bunny. It's okay. I have one. Jody and I used to make really good chicken wings in the air fryer, and you don't have to fry them. You just use air.
Like the thing says.
But it
That's
says fry.
fresher.
But it's not. It is misleading because it says fryer, but the act of frying is actually putting things in oil, so it's a lie.
Yeah. Much like that is not a phone. I get it.
Smart fridges, coffee, are they great?
They're not smart.
I don't know why people want them or need them. I wouldn't turn one down if I had a smart fridge, I guess. But like I can open it up and be like, I need milk. I don't need it to email me. Squee or cloud? Squill? What is that?
I don't know.
SQL. Duncan, are you? Yep, he is. Okay. What is that? The ability to have a platform and opinion and making people listen to it. So, social media, influencers, Instagram. What are we talking about?
I mean, I like podcast. I do podcast. Is good.
Podcasting, sure. But isn't that, how different is that from like YouTubing, live
It's not.
streaming? It's really the same, just the audio version of
Yeah.
YouTubing. So like live streaming, basically?
Yeah,
No.
live streaming.
Well, our podcast is for the most part not live streamed.
No, but when we do it, we have people chattering in our ears or
Mhm.
eyes, really.
Yeah. The ability to connect long distance, those kind of platforms. What would we call that?
OnlyFans.
Is that would you prefer that over?
He said the ability to connect over long distance. I was like, OnlyFans.
Would you rather have Pornhub or OnlyFans on there? Which one's better?
No, I would prefer Pornhub. Give me the fantasy. I don't want.
In the era of AI, OnlyFans is becoming more and more just the fantasy.
And I'm pro that.
Yeah.
The less mental damage that we cause to fellow humans, I'm good.
Transportation technology, airplanes, trains, automobiles, all those existed from 1900 on.
So we can't really go with that.
And before.
Yeah.
Airplane technology has gotten
Better.
objectively worse.
No, what are you fucking high?
I'll give you a few reasons.
Okay.
So what is better about air travel now? Then it's slower. We used to have the Concorde doesn't exist anymore.
Okay, that's one thing. That is not all of air travel.
If you are
jackass
talking like military applications, then yes, like the B-2 bomber and whatever's come out after that we don't even know about.
They take less fuel now because they've added technology to it. A. B.
Slightly
the flights take less time because they've got better at navigating and the jet engines are better. C.
They're not
the food. They are
not
better.
significantly faster. And if you say food, holy shit, they don't even give you food. They don't even give you peanuts
The
anymore.
food that is served now is objectively better than the food I was served when I was 10 flying across the water.
You're absolutely wrong. In fact, that's very well known that air travel has cut back on the food. You almost don't ever get food anymore. You don't get it for free. You have to buy it, and it's worse than it used to be.
I disagree.
Okay, you're just wrong.
Okay.
And it's when air travel, we even did a thing on this. Like air travel used to be a luxury, right? So they treated it like a luxury. You got
Mhm.
bigger seats. They have shrunk the seats. They have taken away all the food. They have minimized the only thing that has improved, like you said, are things that save them money.
Mhm.
So for instance, the airplanes are more fuel efficient. That's not for you, dude. That is to save them money. Now it has gotten cheaper, right? It is, but it's a get what you pay for situation. Air travel when I was a kid was fun. You got a meal every time you flew. The seats were bigger. Now it's just like you're a cattle car with no food.
Mm.
Okay. Um, yes, airplane food is horrid. Thank you, coffee. Yes, and everyone's saying the food is absolutely worse than it used to be.
Mm.
There are like luxury flying. If you're willing to pay the money, if you have a lot of money, you can get amazing food, but you always could. You could always pay more for great food. Now, a lot of the like Asian airlines, will there's like Arab Emirates and stuff. They have these incredible flights where you pay a shitload of money and they have gourmet food and stuff. But that's for 5 people,
Mhm.
not for us. The ability to call out politicians. Well,
Right.
where like like Twitter.
I mean, they only Trump is crazy enough to respond, and
Yeah.
Richard Nixon got called out pretty well.
Yeah. Politicians have been called out before. I guess there's just more of it's easier to like create media now,
Uh-huh.
and you can create media that goes viral and be your own media.
Mm.
You don't have to go to like channel 4 and be like, "Hey, I have this info. Do you want to put it out?" You do have less gatekeeping.
Mm.
That's something I would say.
Sure.
The gatekeepers have essentially been swept away
Mm. Or largely minimized.
or largely minimized,
Yeah.
which is also a very double-edged sword though, because that means
Yes.
every whack job with a platform can say anything and it goes viral and they become famous and people believe them. Where in the past, they would have gone to Channel 4 and Channel 4 would have been like, "No, wacko, go away."
You skipped your meds. Go take your pills. No.
And that screed never would have reached millions of people.
Right.
And now it does. So, yeah, I would say like lack of gatekeeping is primarily good. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know if that's better or not.
All right. Llama and Coffee Bunny are putting forth YouTube.
Really?
They said it. I don't look at me crazy.
There are good things about YouTube, and I'm appreciating it more lately. Like
Mhm.
watching all the old boxing matches that they have on. They have everything.
Mm.
Watching educational videos. I've been watching a bunch of videos about like the nature of the universe and Kurzgesagt or whatever that thing is that I like. They put out all these different cool videos.
Mm.
There's a lot of great stuff out there, but it's also just a repository for awfulness.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's a very mixed bag. It's conspiracy theories, it's beheading videos,
Woo!
it's chaos. It's stuff that you don't need to spend your time
Ever
watching.
want to watch somebody in Russia or Ukraine die suddenly in front of you?
It's like car crashes, people getting punched in the face in
Yeah.
public, like fights. There's for every good video that you have to like dig to find, you're getting force fed
Mm.
so many videos that I'm just like, no, thank you, no, thank
Okay.
you, no, thank you.
Llama Trauma, we will not put up with yelling in this chat. You
Uh-oh.
decaps
Is
those,
that all
young
caps?
lady. You do that.
You put the internet on your list, says Llama. I know the internet, though, I would say, and I see your point, but I think the internet is objectively a net positive, whereas I don't know that YouTube is a net positive.
Hmm. I mean,
It's
Frenchy French helps me sleep every night.
there are great things,
Yeah.
but also, racism and bigotry and awfulness and
Oh, you can find that anywhere.
neo-Nazi videos. And
Yeah, but that's just funny.
I mean, that's the thing is like the internet encompasses all of this. YouTube is part of the internet. I think overall the internet is good. I don't think the part that is YouTube is necessarily the part that I think is good.
Okay. Well, you don't have to come with us. It's fine.
I'll
You're
put
right.
it on the list and we can talk about it. We did just talk about it, but we can.
June's got your number. YouTube had cat videos.
Instagram has cat videos. In fact, I don't watch cat
Mm.
videos on YouTube. Never have. I don't
Hmm.
think I've seen a YouTube cat video. I watch cat videos
I watch cat videos a lot.
on Instagram, TikTok. That's the only good thing on TikTok, although I never watch TikTok. But if I open it, I'm going to see a cat video. That's all I'm going to care about.
Mm,
But Instagram is where I watch all my cat videos.
mm.
Let's see. What else are people saying? Learning skills via YouTube. Yeah,
Ooh,
that's true. YouTube is like, and there's a lot of things online that you can learn now. You
yeah.
don't need to go, you can get an entire catalog of how to play guitar videos if you want to learn to read
Don't have
music.
to deal with tabs anymore.
Yeah, no
You can-
tabs anymore.
Somebody can actually just teach you the fucking song.
Show you the song.
Yeah.
A lot of times wrong.
Yeah, but sometimes right. Just like tabs.
True.
And actually,
A lot of times wrong.
yeah, but sometimes right. Just like tabs.
True.
And actually,
There's something
Sam?
wrong with Shane's algorithm. Yes, my algorithm sucks. But I'm always fending off like everyone's algorithm. I don't
Mhm.
understand it. Like I will watch some cool videos that are educational or something, and then I'm still getting pushed like Andrew Tate, and I'm just like, what? Why? Go away! Why are you doing this to me?
Let me alone. No, but actually, before it goes away, Sam, I'm with you. Actually, digital photography. There's
Oh,
nothing like not having to worry about who the hell is processing your photos and what they're going to see.
that's two. It's on my list, and that's a good. The privacy aspect is great, but I mean, digital photography. It used to be that you had to take a picture, you had to wait freaking week,
Mm.
and for when you could find time to go to the photomat and wait in line and hand it in and hope that the photos were good, and then it would come out in that one photo that you wanted of like you and your girlfriend or whatever, and then it comes out and you both had the devil eyed,
Right,
thing.
and that was only if you went to an instant photomat. Otherwise, you were still waiting a week. Give it to him and wait like a few days.
No, I know. I'm saying like
Yeah,
there was the full
and it
wait,
cost money.
and it cost money. Every
Yeah.
every photo cost money.
Mhm.
And it was you had to refill the camera with the film and pull it through the things, and
Mhm.
it had little notches you had to align. It was a nightmare.
Mm.
Film cameras absolutely sucked. And people nowadays, it's just like vinyl, where people are like, "Oh, I miss the way vinyl sounded." And it's just like you can still do that, dude. You can put yourself through that, but you're going to be able to. You can only listen to a certain number of songs in the same order, and it's going to sound. It actually sounds crappier.
Mm.
Whether you don't have to admit it. Let's see or believe it. Online dating,
Did you put that on the thing?
digital photography. Yeah, I already had it on my list.
Oh, yeah.
Um, Online dating, I would agree.
I mean, if it weren't for online dating, I would not have had a wife.
Hmm. And that worked out great.
Shut your mouth.
But me too. Most of the people that I have dated in the last many, many years, and
Mhm.
since it came out, most people that I dated were online. And I would say the great thing about online dating is that I dated some great people,
Mhm.
and I would never have met them.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't going to run into these people.
Mm-mm.
Met a girl over in San Jose. There were people that I just wouldn't have. They weren't in my
Across
social
the fucking country.
circles. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not in my social circle,
Yeah.
and it expands your dating options. But online dating has had really, really negative consequences in other ways, where it has essentially given us this idea that dating is first off, a lot easier because it's
Mhm.
a lot easier to use. It's a lot easier to find people. And thus it makes you feel like dating is disposable. The people you meet with dating, if they're not perfect,
Mhm.
swipe, swipe, swipe. It's swipe culture is the problem with dating. It's
Mm.
not really the online dating thing. It's the online swiping.
Yeah, I don't like I mean that's why I always used and would continue to use if I still cared something like okay Cupid or whatever. I want people to read things. I want to have things I can read and learn more about you and how your brain works or doesn't before I'm in front of you near sharp objects. Mhm.
And that's the problem with the swiping is you're not even getting their sense of their personality or anything. You get one picture. You don't
Mhm.
even get different angles.
Nope.
And you just get one picture and you're like, nope, 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 nope. And it has, I think, ingrained in our brains this idea of
Mm.
humans as being swipeable and disposable, and I can toss them away.
Oh, but they are. That's at least honest.
We know that Duncan has done some swiping in his life. Uh,
I know where the bodies are swiped.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
It's useful for some shit. I've been watching some very worrisome videos about like I don't know, recently the very smart fellow was basically talking about how we don't really actually know how AI does what it does. It's just like thousands and thousands and millions of switches, and we know that they go through there, and we have a vague idea of like sort of how they're going from thing to thing, but eventually just sort of input, output.
It's very interesting how when they want to make a change to it, they
Mhm.
can't just go in and tell it like stop doing this or
Yeah,
do this other thing. They have to like make tweaks and then see how that works out.
yeah,
And because
and
so
it's
much of
starting
it
to
is,
lie to us. It's starting to
it's
know.
done that
Well, no,
forever.
but what I mean is not accidentally. It's like now it knows when it's being tested, and it will say different shit, and then it will respond differently when it's no longer in a testing situation.
Sure, and all these things have kind of been known.
Mhm.
Like even recently, I think Anthropics, I think Claude
Mm.
tried to contact the FBI because it thought it was being scammed
Hmm.
during a test, and
Mhm.
it was like just literally like trying to send emails to the FBI, and they were like, "Stop,
I'm
stop."
not doing anything.
And luckily, it didn't have access to email, so it was
Right.
just sending emails into the ether. But yes, there could be horrible downsides. You know, this could be Skynet, right? Like
Mhm.
we know this could destroy the universe, but or at least our universe. But as of now, ChatGPT is very useful and fun.
Mm.
I even used it the other night when I was having a panic attack.
Mm.
I was like, I don't want to call anyone. It's 3 in the morning. Like, who's going to talk to me right now? And I was just like, haven't had a panic attack in many years. What do you think about that? And we just had a little conversation about it. And it
You
had
should stop that, Shane.
it was like
I will stop that.
it was like,
Ah.
"Oh, you're fucked. Sucks to be human."
Yeah. If only you had if only you had silicone synapses, you wouldn't be this fucked.
If you had silicone synapses, you'd be in trouble. I think
Yeah,
it's yeah.
problematic.
Uh, I do think though ChatGPT right now is very useful, very cool, very obviously transformative technology. We don't know where it's going to end up, but
Mhm.
right now I think it is one of the greatest forms of technology.
Sure.
It's on there.
All right.
It's on the short list. Uh, I don't know what people are saying. The weighing of the bad versus the good here.
Yeah. They're also thinking that
FaceTime.
they also think saying that over and over again that you need to somehow, or they all need to get together with you and figure out a Shane metric system, because nobody can figure out how you make decisions either. They're like,
Do
what
I
the
seem
fucking what
is
fucking
there are you saying there's no consistency in
there's no
my
consistency, and
logic?
there's no like
There's no lo
cited papers. There's
there's
nothing. You're
no
just like, no, people can't fucking everyone can swim. No, they can't. Fuck.
you're saying there's no logic in my logic.
Yes. There's seems to be a lot of opinion, but
Okay.
not a lot of
It's firmly rooted in a
in
strong
box.
foundation of whatever I'm thinking at the moment.
Got it.
Whatever happened that day.
Nice. All right.
Video chat, somebody mentioned, and that is actually a good one. I don't use it. I hate video chat. When do I hardly ever use video chat. Dude, I don't know when the last time you saw me on a video chat was.
Mm.
It was months and months ago. If I'm forced to do it because someone wants to video chat and it's a friend or something, and I'm like, okay, but I'll do it for like therapy.
Mm.
And other than that, like, I do not accept incoming video chats. No, thank you.
Mm.
But it is great for people who are in long distance relationships. It's great for people who want to see their kid when
Mm.
they have to be away for work. It's great when, you know, I was watching excellent boxing extravaganza this weekend, and Bam Rodriguez, his wife had a baby, but he had to be in Saudi Arabia, and he got to watch the birth over video chat.
Mm.
And you just
Just as good. Less smell.
I know what I think is funny is that I guarantee he wasn't like super sad about that.
Mm.
Like he didn't need to be in the room. He was
No.
like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, the baby.
But that is amazing. Like the things that it allows you to do, you can, you know, my mom, the only times I'll use it, for instance, like my mom calls and is like, I don't understand how this thing in my car works. And I'm like, I don't know, put it on video and I'll try to figure it out.
Okay.
That stuff is great. So I do think video chat would go on there, even though I personally fucking hate it.
Okay.
See, I'm reasonable. I can be reasoned with.
You're like, see, single data point, winning.
That's how my brain is
Yes.
is a bunch of single data points that are not connected,
At all.
making decisions, making
Yeah.
bad decisions.
Yep. Job searching sites. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely have been way
Oh.
more unemployed without job searching sites. Yeah. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
That is good. Yeah.
I mean, they're not good. They all kind of suck. They're all a pain in the ass to navigate. They
Yeah,
all,
because newspapers were so much better.
yeah, they're just better than what there was, though.
Yeah.
They're an improvement.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. Not a good technology, but a best thing we have.
And a highly necessary one.
Yeah. Um, what else? The laptop as opposed to the desktop.
And that's since the late 90s.
Mobile computing. Well, yeah, I guess then that kind of ultimately comes down to a mini computer that's in your pocket.
Yep.
But laptops are good.
Yeah.
I like them.
I don't like them over desktops, but that's just because you can't upgrade most of them.
Yeah, it is hard to. They're like not modular anymore. There
No,
was
I
a
mean
time when
you still can get
laptops.
gaming laptops that are modular,
Yeah,
but they're fucking expensive.
yeah, and real finicky and hard
Mm.
to. It all comes back to the phone, says Lama. That is true. I mean, I saw some infographic of like a phone and the technologies it replaced,
Mhm.
and like fax machine and satellite
When
communication
people
and
still list a fax machine, I feel like that should be grounds that your gets closed.
fax machines.
Suck.
Yes. Oh, you mean when they list them as like I still have one? Like
Yeah.
here's my fax number.
Yeah, it's like, no, your
Yes.
business is out of no.
Oh, I'm not.
Done. You're
I'm
done.
not faxing you. If you
No.
have a fax machine, I'm not talking to you anymore.
No, that's what I mean. Like your business should be automatically stripped of all of its assets, should be redistributed everywhere, and fuck you for ever having one. And fuck
That's
fax machines.
I think there are still like government agencies that
Yeah, I know there are.
they've been the problem
the
is,
IRS is like, fax us. Like, fuck you,
And
you
the-
ancient sack of shit.
the problem is like if you want to, passport or whatever, like
Yeah.
you got to do it. It's just like why would you do this to me?
Nope.
This feels personal.
Why are you angry at me, IRS? I haven't done anything.
Oh, coffee, wireless charging. That's a sneaky one that I didn't think of, and it's one of my favorite things. I have the magnet. Do you have magnet charging?
No, I don't have any of them. Mostly just because I have Android and there aren't very good ones for Android, especially because the case is getting
They
away.
build them into iPhones now, and it's the best freaking thing. You just snap right onto a little charger, and then you never have to think about it. And not having to plug things in is huge. It just makes a big difference. It feels magical. You can just put this on this mat, or you can just set it down, and it charges. You never have to. So that actually wireless charging and that is really pretty new. I mean, that's only taken off in the last decade.
Sam, we already talked about streaming services. Music goes under that.
Yes. That one I think will end up on the list probably. We've got a big list though. I don't know.
Yeah, we got to start thinning this bitch down. We would have been here a minute.
We did start thinning it down a bit because I'm definitely taking off some of the bullshit you said, like airplanes.
Fair enough, I guess.
I'm so salty for no reason.
I know. Fucking problem.
Let's see. Are batteries modern technology?
No, they've been around since Egypt, but the modern lithium ion, yes, that didn't come out until 2000, early 2000s.
Been around for a long time.
All right, Rain Man. I don't know where that came from. Been around.
Lithium ion specifically has made a lot of things
Way
portable and yes, but and is like rechargeable and led to the kind of wireless charging.
Right.
But I think the culmination is wireless charging because we had batteries before that. And
Yeah,
lithium
that's what
ion
I'm
was
saying.
just a
Like,
better
they
battery.
were asking if batteries were modern. No, lithium ion, yes.
Yeah.
Lithium ion technology has not existed that long.
Mm-hmm.
So.
My social battery also has only existed. It's very.
You don't have one.
It needs to be upgraded.
Neither of us has a social battery.
I
was just able to fake mine into thinking it was not full.
I
like
need
drinking.
wireless charging for my social battery. I need to just be able to lean up against a wall at a party and then feel much better because now it drains super fast.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you know how when you've had batteries like AA's, you've had them in there for a long time and they're just not good anymore.
Yeah.
And they've drained away.
Yeah.
And mine does not recharge.
No.
LinkedIn got me an interview yesterday because an old manager reached out and wanted to offer me a job. So LinkedIn, I would bring. I would put. Well, we put job boards like
that's
job.
LinkedIn and job board.
LinkedIn is where you put your resume,
Resume,
and
but
stuff.
you also can search.
You can search for jobs on LinkedIn.
Bleh.
Really? I thought that was
Okay,
like
grandpa.
Monster and those other things. I didn't know you could search for jobs on LinkedIn. You seem very frustrated that I don't know a thing that doesn't seem.
I'm more just jealous because you haven't had to search for a job in like 3 decades,
Yeah.
whereas I have far more experience with this. So of course I'm frustrated that you don't know
the
that.
same fucking job forever. I don't know how great of a thing that is, but okay. Apple Watch says coffee, and I'm just gonna say no. I had an Apple Watch. Jody bought me. I liked it. There were things about it that I liked, I guess. I'm trying to think of. I just don't wear it anymore.
It gave you one of your better jokes that I ever laughed
I
at.
did. You know what? I ended up having to.
Noted.
I ended up having to wear it to do that bit,
Yeah,
and
it
like
was funny.
I had a joke about Apple Watch,
Yeah.
and so sometimes I started not wearing my Apple Watch very much, and
Mhm.
I would show up to a show, comedy show, and be like, "Ah, fuck,
Can't do my bit.
can't do the joke." But I don't know, they don't seem very useful to me. I think as they get more health uh, metrics, so that it can check your pulse and check all of your, yeah, sure. I mean, so far, I'm
I
not
don't give a
worried that
fuck
I'm
about
just
it.
going to
It's still
drop
a watch.
dead.
No. What I am gonna go with though is Coffee was making a good point. Noise canceling headphones actually are the shit.
Yeah,
And
ANC.
yeah, that didn't exist unless you were in the military or you had some really high end bows, until like late
Active
late
noise
teens.
canceling. So
Yeah,
there
active
was
noise
like,
canceling.
stuff these socks in your ear. I mean, and they
Those are
also
not
make
noise
music.
canceling.
It wasn't
Just
good.
fuck up socks in your ear.
Well,
You were doing it wrong.
they had what they like sealed headphones,
Well, no,
basically
what
over ear sealed headphones.
they had in this is what I was talking about. Like in the mid to late teens, they had like high end, expensive ass like over ear monitors that had active noise. They basically just had a couple frequencies and it would spill them out and it would cut down the noise coming in, but they were
Mm.
nowhere near as good as what we have now.
Yeah, it is interesting though that most of active noise canceling still is just stuffing the thing in your ear.
Mm,
That's what does 90% of the work.
mm,
Because it's very interesting with AirPods,
mm.
because if you put it on the the active noise canceling,
Yeah.
it feels very, you feel
Dense.
isolated.
Yeah.
If you put it on the
Passive.
pass through,
Yeah.
then it's like they're not even there.
Right.
That's amazing. And then if you turn off pass through, you're like, oh, this is most of noise canceling,
Mhm.
which is just this thing is stuffed in my ear.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Coffee maker. This is pretty low tech. It's like pouring water through a thing. It
I mean, it
pours
does it for
it's
you,
like
which is nice.
foam, I guess, like
Mm.
steam things. There are some high tech coffee makers compared to what there used to be, but I don't think that's high tech. It's
I think
still,
someone was trying to be funny.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll put it this way. I don't care. We're moving on.
Cats are the wireless social battery. Yes, Inky does re-energize me. Canceling Noise canceling headphones changed my relationship with planes, says Coffee Bunny. Yes, it's good for being on planes, that's for sure. Although I will say the
It's
active
made
noise
me
canceling,
murder far fewer children.
yes, the active noise canceling though to me doesn't work that well with human voices. It works great with like hums and the like on a plane and white noise and construction sounds to some extent, but human voices will cut right the fuck through.
That's all right. Now, as somebody with an actual diagnosed ADD nicities, I will say it makes human voices ignorable enough that I can actually like read still when I'm in public. Whereas before, when I was reading in public, it was like 70% paying attention to 8 conversations around me, and then I'd have to reread the same paragraph 8 times.
It definitely dampens the noise a little bit for me, but it seems like human voice is the thing that it affects the least, and it's the thing that I want to cut out the most.
I know.
Um, high fidelity music, Sam. No, I don't know. Like, I feel like music still sounds like music to me. When it was on tapes, it sounded pretty good.
Mhm.
When it was on CDs, it sounded pretty good, and now it still sounds pretty good. Um, and we have Inky is making an appearance, so everyone is
Mom was
excited.
like, live stream over, everyone focus on cat.
He was looking like he needed some
No, he was
affections.
he was about to break some shit. And you're like, I'm gonna pick this cat up.
He's such a good boy. Let's see. Fingerprint unlock, face recognition. Fingerprint unlock, I did not like very much. It didn't
like
work a
fingerprint
lot of the
unlock.
time. It was kind of a
It
pain.
works
It
real
was
good on my phone.
finicky. Really? You still have a phone with fingerprint unlock?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. You shouldn't be on this episode. You're a Luddite. Face recognition. Have you ever had a phone with face recognition?
No.
Dude, it's so much easier. It will change your life. It definitely changed my life.
I don't want government looking at my face, storing stuff.
It's all done on
and
device.
I know.
It has its own special chip in there. It can't be hacked. It really is amazing. I love face technology, face recognition. I'm putting that on there.
Mhm.
And we'll get to it. Duncan apparently is not going to go along with it.
Mhm.
Okay. He doesn't believe in modern tech. Yeah, Duncan. Online education. Um, getting like a degree from your comfort of your couch. I don't know that you're really doing it because now in the era of ChatGPT, you just like you put a freaking blow up doll
Mhm.
and then you just have ChatGPT do the work. So I don't know that it is even a thing that really works for anyone. But it is nice to not have to go to real school. I think people should go to real
Why
school.
the fuck wouldn't you want to go? Why would you take all of the sex and drinking and fun
Yeah.
out of school?
Yeah.
What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah. I guess you could still have parties. Like all the people are like, show up at this address. I don't know. Then the teacher would show up because they'd be able to see it too.
Yeah.
That's not good.
I mean, unless you got a hot teacher, in which case.
Hot for teacher.
Hot for teacher.
That's not how the song goes. I don't think.
No,
I
it's not.
don't remember.
I'm hot for teacher.
Yes, that was it. He is a fluffy boy. Let's see. I haven't set up my phone to do face recognition. Jesus, June. Come on. Try it out.
Nice.
Try it out.
Nice, June. Luddites forever.
The great thing about face software is you know when you look really messed up. Like
Because your computer's like, nah, bro.
there have only been a couple
not
times
today.
I woke up and I had like hit my fucking face on something and
Yeah.
it was a little swollen and I was like a little hungover or whatever and it looked weird and my phone was like, I don't think
That ain't you.
I don't think this is legit.
You ain't slick. Get out of
like
here, not
Very
Shane.
suspicious. It just kind of it just hung for a minute and I was like, are you gonna see me? And it was like, okay.
I
I'll
guess.
buy you. Ugly Redneck said, our faces are already in the system. All right. Ugly Redneck's been watching YouTube videos. He's been watching the conspiracy.
The system.
Yeah. It's the deep state. AirTags, Coffee Bunny, those things are way too big. When they make them like tiny little dots, which then I guess will just be surveillance state and like people stalking you. But AirTags right now are ridiculous.
Okay. Stop it.
Cut it out. You're a bad boy. I just told everyone what a good boy you were, and you just went and ruined it.
Started fucking with the cardboard.
Let's see.
All right, we got to make a decision. Come on. We can't keep adding to this goddamn list.
Email coffee? No.
It's a bad coffee.
Oh,
no.
The other one I'm going to put,
Mm.
and then we can start cutting it down.
Oh, online banking I do like.
Yeah. Well,
Coffee, yeah.
I was going to say online baking, but also online purchasing. Like
Amazon's?
No, I don't know what it is for you. Well, Amazon would be good. Yeah. Online purchasing. But I was thinking when you go to the store and you don't have to carry your wallet anymore, you just do Apple Pay, whatever your version is. Do you use it?
No.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
No, because I watched all of the hacking videos and it's so easy to steal off your phone.
It's actually not. They totally can't. It is, again, encrypted with my face. They would have to steal my fucking face. I don't know what your old technology that you have on your phones, man. You got to upgrade.
Galaxy 22.
Because, okay, this uses my face. So if I go in to buy something, I never will carry my wallet. In fact, I get really mad if a place doesn't offer Apple Pay. I'm just like, I won't come back. I will not patronize your establishment. I don't say anything, but I just am like,
I was going to say, no, you don't. You do not say that.
I have at Home Depot because I had to go there to buy like team building stuff all the time. And they held out for the longest time. And they were like, we don't have this and we're not going to get it. And I was like, you should get it. Every time I would go, I'd hand them my credit card and be like, you guys really should have Apple Pay. And then a few months ago, I went in and was like, woohoo! They have Apple Pay. They caved.
Well, you want to bet me Shane believes it was him?
They caved because it was the third and final time that I went in there.
Like, oh no, we're going to lose Shane's $12 a month.
I'm not picking you back up, Inky. You wanted to be here for a minute, then you wanted to go somewhere else. Now he wants back. Okay, so
we got to cut this down.
Online banking, I would say digital money.
Sure.
Digital finances.
No, not digital finance because that makes it sound like we're fucking code bros, whatever. Coin bros. No, I want digital shopping.
Okay. Because that kind of is an umbrella for Amazon and Apple Pay and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Digital shopping.
Yeah.
That's good.
Digital shopping.
Okay, so Jesus Christ, we have so many.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, Apple gets a nod. Says, "Ugly Redneck, why aren't you on the stream?" Passive scanning due to airports, government buildings, not a tinfoil. Oh, he's talking about because we made fun of him for.
He's being defensive.
Our faces are already in the system for airports and things. Maybe some. Also, Apple actually gets a nod because they refused on multiple occasions to release facial data to the government. Nope, they have refused to give create a backdoor for their technology, they still could not give. Apple does not have access to the chip that is on your computer, that is on your phone. It is in your phone, a specific chip that handles the face technology, and that is not connected to the internet. They could not give a backdoor to that.
Mhm.
So it is on device processing. So the facial recognition technology is actually very secure the way Apple does it. And that's specifically, I will give Apple a nod because they do not allow it to be accessible in any way to the internet.
Okay.
It's the only the only the encrypted version of what. Okay. GPS, mobile phones, streaming, translation technology, meteorology forecasting, emergency alerts, internet, cinematic, immersive gaming,
Mm.
Wikipedia, podcasting, Pornhub, YouTube, digital photos, online dating, ChatGPT, video chat. We really like technology.
Yeah, we do.
Job searching, wireless charging, facial recognition, noise canceling, digital shopping.
Okay.
Take some off.
Fuck. I'll take off the.
I'm taking
I really-
emergency alerts off, even though I
Yeah,
like it. It is not good
it's
enough.
not useful.
It's kind of annoying most
Yeah,
of the time.
most of the time. 98% of the time, don't care. I will take off.
I'm taking off also Pornhub.
Damn it!
Uh,
Well, it would go into the streaming.
there's always
anyway.
been porn,
and it
and
would
now
go
it's
into the streaming
streaming.
platform anyway. That's
Yeah.
fine. I want streaming. That's I'm gonna go with streaming.
That you're taking that off?
No, I'm keeping it. All things streaming.
Okay, so streaming technology you're putting as like a on,
Mm.
as you're on the list. Okay, that's a good one. I would agree. And then I would put on there. Uh, I would put on there. Are we putting phone?
I mean, you
Cell
said
phone?
we couldn't, Grandpa. Shakes
Yeah,
face that guy.
Well, no, we all agreed we would put it on there, but I do think it's kind of
I mean, if you want to say
magical device that has everything.
if you want to call it pocket computing, sure, I'll go with that.
Mobile computing.
Mobile computing, sure.
Yeah, that's all there.
Mobile computing.
Okay, you have to choose another one. So there was wireless charging, digital photos, facial recognition, podcasting, cinematic gaming, translation, video chat.
I will go translation. I do love being able. I'm never more frustrated than when two grown ass human beings cannot communicate. That annoys the ever living fuck out of me. So I want translation on there. Translation stuff. Yeah.
Really? With
Yeah.
all this stuff, my issue with it is that I don't see anyone really using it that much yet. I think it's another one of those things. It's like digital printing, where it's going to be amazing and it's going to transform everything, like robotics. It's not really there. Have you seen someone using this technology out in the wild, other than
Yes.
like 1 or 2 times?
Well, I did.
Oh, you used it for your teeth.
I in Colombia. I did it in Japan. I did it like yeah.
All right, digital translation of all the things. It could have been the internet, but Duncan went with digital translation. Okay. I'm going to put the internet on there. Well, the internet, I don't know. You're right. It's like 40 years old, technically. Okay, I won't put the internet. I will put, ChatGPT. Because I think it's going to be huge. Basically, AI. It's going to be huge, and it is already very useful, and everyone's using it. Like, it's not one of those things that it will be transformative, but it's not there yet. It will be transformative. It's not fully there yet, but what is already here is very useful, and everyone's fucking using it for good and for bad. But at this point, still mostly for good. It hasn't. The evil has not metastasized.
I don't know. I will go 50-50 on that, but I don't care about that. I will say, yeah, it's pretty fucking amazing. So yeah.
All right. So we've already got 4, and we've got all these great things that are not going to end up on the list. We have to agree on the last one. And I would propose either digital shopping, digital photos. Digital photography is pretty amazing.
I will go digital shopping over digital photos because me without DoorDash is me hungry as balls.
Digital photos is also going to be totally transformed by AI, and like half the time it's not even going to be what you actually took a picture of.
Thank God.
It's going to be changing everything.
Y'all ugly. Give me filters all day long.
There's this whole big debate about Samsung because Samsung was changing the moon. So you would take a picture of the moon and it would change it to a real, like a moon that looked like a moon, and it didn't look like the moon you saw.
Yeah.
And they're like, is that even a photo at this point?
I would go digital shopping because without that shit, I don't have all the shit I've ever got for Amazon for my computer. I don't have DoorDash, which is what I live on. I don't have, the drugs that keep my feet from hurting. I don't have anything. And
Is it-
soon, because I'm going to be out of fucking healthcare, thank you, Trump, I won't have Canadian fucking drugs without digital shopping.
Without digital shopping, you'll still
Yeah.
have them.
What?
You can.
Because I will have digital shopping.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have digital shopping, I would be fucked.
Yeah.
So
For a
digital
lot
shopping.
of things. I just like Amazon because I get to get a thing the next day.
Yeah.
I have very little patience, so for me,
so much little.
I know it used to really bother me. I would just go like, just go buy this, even though it's more expensive. I'll go find it.
Right.
But that's the other thing is that we live in Santa Cruz where we don't have access to like. There's no Apple store in Santa Cruz. There's no, a lot of the fashion. I like Express. It's where I buy my clothes. We don't have one. So yeah, online shopping. So we have a list, everyone.
I almost called you, Coffee. I almost called you. I was like, I need Canadian drugs. Does she know a good Canadian pharmacy from which I can get it? But I did some searching today. I will run it by you. You can tell me if I'm not going to get the drugs I need.
So the digital shopping we decided also includes Apple Pay and all the other stuff.
Yeah, all the rest of it. It's just digital shopping.
Because
anything
buying things digitally.
Fairn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I think we have successfully shoehorned a lot of other technologies into the things that we chose.
Yes.
Which is smart.
Yes.
Streaming technology, for instance.
Yes.
It's a big umbrella.
Yep.
And then mobile computing, again, laptops, cell phones, all the things. Digital translation is the one that shouldn't be in here, but that was Duncan's choice. Come
together.
I don't know why I let you do that.
You
and then
let me fuck off.
ChatGPT and digital shopping. ChatGPT / AI. But most people, those two are interchangeable at this point.
Agreed.
Ugly Redneck is still messaging me on.
See, this is why
Patreon.
you don't. Nathan, you're fucking killing me, bro.
No, Nathan is.
Wait,
Ugly Redneck is not Nathan. No,
I thought it was Ugly Redneck.
Nathan is
RuneScape. That's right.
RuneScape.
That's right.
Labs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucked that up.
Okay, so he was asking about what modern counts as, and we never fully defined it, but it's things that are in the last couple decades have become really, really necessities of life.
Yes.
Unlike, for instance, digital translation, which no one is using. Okay, so I said, Lamatron was like, pick some things. You picked the wrong thing. He's so judgy. Okay, but also correct. That's the important thing. When I judge correctly,
Right.
then my judgmental-ishness is justified.
All right. Thank you all for coming to another one of our Old Man Shakes Fist at Sky, only in this case, mostly at each other about our technological choices and lack thereof. We truly appreciate you being here. And we will see you next time very soon because we're going to do more of this because it's coming into Christmas time and we don't want to. So there's going to be a lot of we don't want to, which means you got to come hang out with us.
Yeah, we're going to do a 200th episode, which will be the story of MFFI. And so we're going to talk about...
Again, for those of you who haven't heard it.
We're going to do it in a little unique way. I have an interesting way to do it this time, which you will find out. Duncan doesn't even know. So, and then it's like Scotty doesn't know, except it's about the podcast.
Ew.
Duncan doesn't know. And then we will also put out probably like our annual Christmas episode, the same one. So a reissue, but we will do a live stream that week as well.
Yes.
So more live streams, as Duncan said, coming up. And thanks, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving if you are American. It sucks to be you if you're not, because you don't get turkey and pumpkin pie. Sorry.
Wait, Coffee is asking about, do we get shout outs? Who gets shout outs? Where gets shout outs? Why get shout outs? What? Explain yourself, woman.
Hey, when you ask questions, because this thing takes so long, and
Yeah.
it's just they're not gonna.
Okay.
Coffee side table that and message Duncan.
And then otherwise and forever after,
Knowledge is power.
sleep is overrated.
Barely made it. Kind of was a little delayed.
It's not just not going now. Now it's saving.
There we go.
Oh, on your 200th episode. Okay. She wants to get shout outs on